The college basketball experience crown picks for Wednesday, April 2nd. And college basketball coaching news episode on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Sign up at Underdog Fantasy and use our promo code TCE SGPN to get up to $1,000 in bonus credits. We're also brought to you by Edge Boost. Yes, get up to $750 in cashback rewards each month when you sign up at edgeboost.bet and use the promo code SGPN. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
Hey, this is Pac-Man Jones. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes. Woo! Welcome to the college basketball experience. Preview picks for Wednesday, April 2nd. Crown. We do have some Crown on the rocks going on tomorrow. We will be talking about. We also got some coaching news. YouTube.com/the college experience. Glad to be back. Shout out to these guys who held it down. If you're watching this, if you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, that's fair. My name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I smoke and I drink and I don't have stress and I'm healthy.
Oh, boy. I'm very healthy now that Chattanooga just buried that tray. NIT action, Hinkle Fieldhouse. What else do you want? All right, we're giving you classic games. We got the Crown going on. Green Wave down 10. I am joined by my co-host. He is the host of the Ride and Rush Show. Give it up for Farmer, video coordinator for Hall of Fame coach Bob Huggins and Frank Martin, Ryan McIntyre, a.k.a. Monetline Mac. How are you, brother?
Doing good, man. This NIT's been a great tournament. Is it Saturday yet? I'm ready for these games. I'm tired of waiting.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight. They say the waiting is the hardest part. Isn't that a Tom Petty song? Look, I am joined by third man in the booth, the host of the college baseball experience and the Frozen 4 episodes that we've been doing. Look for another one of those shortly. Give it up for the great Noah Bieniek. How are you, brother?
What's going on, guys? 2-0 NIT day. We went with Irvine. Check. And we've got that plus 600 future just with one more game to get over the hurdle.
That future you should be touting. Tout.
Over in game number 2. Let's go.
Yeah, I took Irvine and looking all right with Chattanooga here. Don't want to jinx it. There's still 15 seconds left, but up 5. And shout out to the chat. They're already talking about ECU dominating UNC Wilmington. That's what happens when you're a fucking school with no football team. You bunch of pussies. Start your program up. Meet you on the gridiron. All right. Look, we have a lot of coaching news that is happening. We have portal news that is happening. We have, I don't even want to touch the portal one. Just put it on ice. Talk to me in September. It's like every day we'll just have episodes. Hey, guess what? This guy went here. And we have Crown Picks. And then, we'll do the NIT tomorrow night. But before I do that, we have loved Fran Dunphy over the years. And, I've always posted a photo of Fran. We know he retired. Shout out to him. Best wishes on his retirement. Just a legendary coach. But, I've always posted this photo of him at some dive bar. Looking, I'm sure it's somewhere in Philadelphia. Like the I don't know what it would be called. Give me like give me something like the watering eagle.
You mean this photo?
Yes, right there. Now shout out to, I was contacted by a friend with a video of that he actually took this photo. I guess we're fast friends, I think now. And then we quickly turned it into a video to honor Fran, but this is Fran at the watering eagle there on the south side of Philadelphia. It's a local dive, but Fran walks there. He don't pay for shit. All right. And yeah, we got some footage. Bieniek, we're going to honor the great Fran as he is no longer going to be in college basketball because Penn hired the wrong Fran. Bieniek, hit that, play my sound music, play my theme music. What does Deion say? Oh, I mean, can we run that back one more time? Just one more time, because I mean, he just turns around right after that photo. I had no idea that he could just, right after that, because he looks a little shot in the ass, but he just gets right into it. Oh, look at this girl's got some guy. He could care less. All right. That's his final win of his career right there, I think. But look at that. Oh my gosh. And then like he stares back into the camera. Then she comes back for more. And then it's a wrap. The mustache, she's riding that mustache that night. Shout out to the great Fran Duffy. Enjoy retirement. I'm glad to honor the great Fran Duffy, and I think that was very impressive film work by whoever filmed that one, who reached out to me on Twitter. I appreciate all that. And God bless you. And Fran, we wish you the best. And let me know next time you're at that watering hole. I'll be there. Mustache rides for the ladies, like Matola says. So guys, we know college basketball is not going to be as good next year because there is no Fran Dunphy, but we do have some news at a college park. The buzzsaw, Buzz Williams, who I thought he was going to retire at College Station. Didn't he say that at his press conference? I'm from here. I'm going to retire here.
He's a used car.
See, I'm a little bit puzzled by this. A&M has like fuck you money. Is this because they could potentially Trev Albert's new AD, real pile of shit for canceling the Omaha football program? Is this because maybe they don't get along, or maybe they're thinking about we should be better in basketball? But Buzz Williams is now the new head coach with the Maryland Terrapins. This is a little out of left field for me. Am I just naive over here, Mac? I mean, what the fuck is this?
I think I said it. Was it 2 nights ago that I said that he could go there because it's Buzz. He doesn't stay anywhere longer than 5-6 years, and he jumps to the next opportunity.
But I thought he was from Texas, so like this is why it was the slam dunk.
I thought so too, but he loves to jump after 5-6 years, and I'm sure he'll do a pretty good job at Maryland.
12-man culture is not for everybody, man.
I mean, he did a good job there. Last 4 years, 27, 25, 21, 23, 4 straight NCAA.
Gillespie got him further. Got him further.
Yeah, bring him back.
I'm just saying, right up the road. Yeah. Well, I mean, I know we got to recap these games, but I just thought that news. We were talking Fran, so it made sense. Bieniek, what do you make of the buzzsaw coming to your conference, the Big Ten?
Well, maybe he looked at the DMV recruiting acreage and said, I'll take that Terps job. That was once a well-known destination.
And they won national championships. Yeah. Chip.
I think Texas A&M is going to be just fine. They seem pretty excited and happy to officially begin their coaching search. I think they've actually been looking for the past day and a half, just looking at. I am still connected to Aggie Twitter on my algorithm because of all the baseball shit that went down over the summer. So I think they've been, knee deep in coaching searching for baseball, knee deep in coaching searches for football. This is your big three, all in a span of 15 months. And Elko, year one, wasn't tremendous. Michael Early, year one, has not been good. Do you trust A&M to make a good hire? I don't know.
I actually think the Elko hire is a huge upgrade from Jimbo.
They seem pretty excited to just move on. So we'll see what happens here.
Buzz's personality wears on people. That's his reputation.
Yeah. A lot like me, huh?
Yeah.
It's just, it's like, I don't know. 5-6 years, boom, next job. I mean, he already won at Tech, so he'll be fine in Maryland. They'll win 23, 24 games and probably losing around to 32 a bunch. Probably more of the same.
Yeah, that's an upgrade over Willard. It's an upgrade over Willard, in my opinion.
Mac, he went from the Big East to then the ACC, the SEC. Now he's in the Big Ten. So in 5 or 6 years, when he typically wears out the athletic department, where's he going to retire in the Big 12?
Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State's his final spot. He was rumored for that like 10 years ago. So I'll call it right now. 2030. Yeah, 2030. Buzz Williams, Oklahoma State. You can clip that.
I like that.
Yeah, I'll be back here when I am 5 years later, and I'll pull that clip for you.
So A&M now though, could they really get Chris Beard? I mean, they have fuck you money.
They got money, man.
They could take.
Do they have fuck you mentality? Are they willing to take that on?
I mean,
everybody else seems to be all talk, and then it just doesn't happen. So
I'm just saying, A&M has the You want to talk about the thing that could shake up the whole fucking thing? They could take like Todd Golden. I've always heard like fucking Florida, out of like the SEC schools, is actually one of the ones like not as well funded.
Ironically, Golden was trying to get out last offseason, but we know why he was trying to get out. I mean, that shit broke in the offseason, yet alone did we know that he had this fucking juggernaut team that he may have been fucking running from, which have been crazy looking back on it. Yeah, I mean, Golden may jump. I mean,
I just think they can offer way more money. They can just offer so much more money than any other school almost. So you actually have to consider. I know that sounds insane because he's in the Final Four right now, but I would even put it. I mean, yeah, they might have more money to get. Like with Nate Oates, we saw Bear Bryant jump from A&M to Alabama. They can offer more money than fucking Alabama. Alabama's already complained that they're behind the 8 ball on money.
Nate Oates didn't take money for Kentucky though.
It's true. But that's a high pressure job though. A&M is not a high pressure job, and you can get a shit ton of money.
The Beard thing is the perfect fit, but will A&M put aside their pride and go, oh no, he coached at Texas. He can't hire a Texas former Texas coach.
Or that could be a good fuck you. That could be a good fuck you too.
They could do that because Texas stole their baseball coach. So
they should hire him, and they beat Texas's ass 2 to 3 times every year.
In less than a calendar year, you can get your fuck you back.
Oh, dude, they should hire him in a second. You can't tell me he wouldn't leave Ole Miss for A&M.
I want you guys to think of one candidate at a left field of them buying out somebody that is a sitting head coach that you don't think is leaving. Think about that while I read these ads. Folks, want to tell you the college basketball experience is part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. And why would you pay for some touts Discord when you can get access to ours completely free? I went 6-1-1 in that UFL bullshit, right? I mean, I'm doing okay in the MLB. I just killed it on the NIT tonight. It's not only us though; it's all of us, the whole collective, right? The whole crew. SGPN is hanging out in the community, breaking down all the D-Gen action. Head over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Discord and join the fun. We're also brought to you by SeatGeek. Look, that fucking what are you doing? If you're in Indianapolis or somewhere in Indiana, get out to the NIT championship game. Thursday night? If you're in Vegas, the crown is yours. Jump in, and obviously the Final Four in San Antonio down there at Riverwalk. Go down to that Riverwalk, get some goddamn good times in you. You should be hitting all these. There's nothing like live sports. If you're close to any of these, you should be hitting all these. If you're fans of any of these teams, you should be hitting all of these. So yeah, I mean, look, whether it's nothing like live sports, live comedy, live music, there's nothing like it. And that's why I highly recommend SeatGeek, because every time I go to an event, it's to me, it's the best. Not only is it the most user-friendly app, they offer the best price. I've compared it to other apps, and with over 28 million downloads, SeatGeek's the #1 rated ticketing app. There are more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports, festivals, and much more. Obviously, also, I mean, NBA playoffs coming up, NHL playoffs, MLB just started, college baseball, the jungle. I mean, people in the chat talking about, when am I going to the jungle? I will be going to the jungle soon. We're on fire, baby. All right. Yeah, I love SeatGeek though, and you better believe I'll be using that when I go to the jungle. SeatGeek has your back too. Each ticket's rated on a 1 to 10 scale, so you know you're getting a good deal. So look for the green dots. Green means good, red means bad. Plus, every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee. And I came through for you guys because I got your little promo code, SGPN 10 for 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. Once again, SGPN 10 for 10% off any tickets over at SeatGeek. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later over at SeatGeek. All right, we are back. And guys, I gave you a good amount of time. I just want one out of left field, Mac. Tell me you got one out of left field that just
basically the Calipari angle of last year.
Yes.
Chris Jans.
Okay, sitting Mississippi State underfunded SEC school.
Yeah,
maybe the most underfunded SEC school.
Sam Beard, maybe it's the other Mississippi coach.
That's true. Bieniek, you got one? Left field?
Yeah, very left field. Left field, according to the United States geography as well. My name here is Mark Few. Look,
woo!
He had quite a few seniors on this roster, top 10 in KenPom. Got bounced early, so he was able to maybe flirt around last week or so. There's been no portal smoke around Gonzaga, right? A&M's got a bunch of money to be able to buy him out for a year or two.
How many
years is he looking to coach? I don't know, but
might retire.
I don't know what kind of so Michael Ajayi's in the portal, Dusty Stromer's in the portal. Nemhard senior, Khalif Battle senior, Nolan Hickman was a senior, Graham Ike was a senior. I don't know what the roster looks like. I don't know how many guys have 5th years and whatnot, but yeah,
I like it.
Mark Few.
They're going to offer McCaslin a shitload. To Brady's point of the chat, they're going to offer McCaslin the job, but I don't think he's going to leave Tech.
What about Bill Self?
I thought about
Calipari. Could that be the Calipari angle of like, hey man, now that everyone's got money, I'm just not as good. Should I just, there's a lot of pressure here. I can just relax, make the Sweet 16 often in College Station, and they're cool.
Talk about lack of smoke. Kansas, not much in the portal, and a lot of people are leaving. So
I thought Oklahoma State would be the one that Bill would jump at because that's his alma mater. But that's not going to open.
They don't got A&M money.
Maybe Scott Drew.
What about Mick Cronin? Would that be that shocking? I don't think that would be that shocking, right?
No, because he just got Donovan Dent. He's not leaving.
True.
So he's already working towards next year.
Yeah, it's gonna be fascinating.
Tobin Anderson's still available.
Cleveland State, pick up the phone.
Oh,
pick up the phone, Cleveland State. Let's
do
bring Tobin to the horizon so Bieniek's stuck with him at the hospital.
Please, no.
Tommy Lloyd Davis.
Yeah, Tommy Lloyd. I think that could be a blessing in disguise for you, much like Willard leaving to Villanova. All right. I mean, any other coaching shit we want to talk about? I think that's everything, right? I mean, Jared Gillian fade Long Island next year. My fucking Sharks. God damn it. They raided my Sharks. Saudi Arabia. They ran into the foot. They knew they needed to get their ducks in order. And they went in to fucking Lugas and they bought the whole fucking joint. Unfucking believable. I'm crushed, guys. I'm fucking crushed. I'll still take Long Island. They'll be back. They learned a lot from Gil in 1 year. Yeah. Anyway, anything else? Let's recap these games. Should we just get into it?
If we do the portal, we'll be here all night. This fucking thing's out of control.
All right. Well, folks, before we get to recapping and talking about the upcoming games, want to tell you that we're also brought to you by Edge Boost. Yes, SGPN's partnered up with Edge Boost, the premier Visa debit card for bettors. An Edge Boost card allows you to avoid the hassle of having your card denied at the sportsbook, DFS site, sweepstake site, racetrack, or casino. Plus, you can earn up to $750 per month in cashback rewards for using your Edge Boost card. And your money is safe as the card is FDIC insured. And the best part is no credit checks. And it is completely free. Sign up at edgeboost.bet, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by mybookie.ag. A lot of people were bitching about the Crown. I couldn't. They avoided my bets. They avoided mine too. But I quickly pivoted over to MyBookie, where I threw in on a bunch of action that we'll talk about in a little bit here. I am still bitter though of my largest wager of Butler -1.5 hitting, and that shit voiding. But MyBookie.ag, they got you covered. They laugh at this whole regulation shit, right? They say, come on over here. MyBookie.ag's got you. I mean, it's the perfect spot to bet Crown college basketball games. So plus there's props for every game too. And MyBookie accepts customers from a ton of different locations. You can easily deposit, get lightning fast payouts using crypto. So head on over to MyBookie.ag. Use our promo code TCESGPN for 100% deposit match up to $1,000. That's MyBookie.ag, promo code TCESGPN. All right, we are back. And we had some games today. And I'm very glad that I stayed off DePaul plus the points because Cincinnati, good God, 83-61. They put it on the RuPaul Blue Balls. No wonder why Capper's not in here. Cannabis Capper's doing fucking whippets at the at some Chicago pizza joint right now, just loading up.
So much for the Blue Demons' first tournament appearance in 2 decades.
Well, it's a start.
I thought they were supposed to be excited for this dang thing.
Yeah, they suck. Rest in peace. Good season. Yeah, good year, first year.
They suck and they didn't have people play.
Yeah.
Fucking
well.
great.
I didn't like I said, I'm actually glad because this one got voided on DraftKings. So
yeah, my entire first round, I just ate the bullet. I didn't place anything. Well, I placed it. They're all not. I'll lose like 3 or 4 of them. Whatever I did, I didn't even look. But yeah, now that I know who's playing and saw a game of results, is MyBookie. Promo code at TCESGPN.
There we go. Amen. And I loaded up. You better believe I loaded up on these Beavs because UCF took down the Beavs 76-75. I think we all took the Beavs. Your big 12-1. You can talk some shit too, Mac. Thought there was a foul underneath the basket on that missed 3-pointer, but hey, you know what? Who cares?
Tinkle took the timeout. Tinkle, they had the game won, and Tinkle called the timeout.
Yeah.
Big Tink's going to play blackjack. He's going home early.
I that was in a way though. I was like, part of me was like, man, it'd be cool to see them advance, but then I'm like, well, I don't want the game. I don't want to lose in overtime. Beavs, we all triple locked that thing.
Yeah. I think that was one of 2 overs that didn't hit in this tournament so far.
Yeah, it's very NBA.
The overs are 5 and 2 right now.
I know the bet detective, my pal CJ Sullivan. He was cashing in on these overs. He went on. I think he said 5 straight. We also, me and Bieniek, loaded up on these anteaters out there at Hinkle Fieldhouse against North Texas with all that shit going on there in Denton. 69-67. Double lock comes through. This was a great watch, in my opinion. The NIT by far the best tournament of the three.
Yeah.
Mac, you were on the wrong side of this one. Your thoughts on what's going on in Denton, Texas, or Indianapolis?
I thought they were the better team and should have won. They gave the game away. They were up 15 at one point in this game. I think they missed 15 layups, so that was brutal way to end.
They shot better from deep than inside the perimeter.
I know, man. They fucking the fucking guy, like, not even like at the end, he just missed a point blank layup. They're like, wow, the rim protection. I go, rim protection? The big man was in the other fucking block. I could have made that.
Not like the rim actually protecting, not like the protector of the rim. Like the rim
damn,
was
make
doing
a layup, motherfucker. God damn. Yeah, tough way for North Texas to end that season. That was a good year. That's why Ross Hodge has the West Virginia job. We got to make those layups next year, Ross. Come on, let's go.
He was thinking about Dub V, right? He was thinking about those couches on fire when he should have been dialing up a layup.
Love this UC Irvine team.
He can draw them up to get them open. He can't make them for him.
True.
Yeah, the Big West needed a run like this. I mean, they had one of the best regular seasons out of any conference when it came to overachieving expectation. Good to see the Anteaters making a run. They should have been in the NCAA tournament in my book.
I'm with you, man. And then loaded up on Villanova. Now, my DK thing was I had to get over to mybookie.ag, promo code TCE SGPN, but loaded up on Villanova. These Wildcats. They went on like a 20-0 run early on in the game, and just it was cruise control ever since then. Your thoughts on Mike Nardi? He's going to win his first crown, I think. Well, it's probably not his first crown. He's probably got some on his teeth, but you know what I mean. Mac, your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, they should have had him coach the whole year. It'd probably be the NCAA tournament.
Probably. They look good. Bieniek, we were all over the Cats, right? Or did you took the Cats, I thought, right?
Yeah, I was on Nova. Dixon, 22 points tonight. Did he get it tonight, or is he still?
I can't remember what he trailed by. That's a good thing to.
I'll check their team Twitter. Give me 2 minutes.
Yeah, and they survive in advance there, so he's looking to be the all-time leading scorer of the Villanova Wildcats. And then we just had one go final. I mean, I'm having a pretty fucking good night, with the exception of I'm sweating out Tulane as they're down like 15 points right now. I got 9.5. But Chattanooga cash for us. Triple lock. Loyola away from Chicago, please. Easy money. Your thoughts on that one, Mac? And it sets up the NIT championship too.
Yeah, that was going to be my point, man. This is going to be a fun championship game. Irvine, Chattanooga, they play different, and both teams are just really good, well coached. And side note, do you think Ron Hunter watched any film on USC? No chance.
No. I think he went to dinner in Denton, Texas. Right? Probably they asked him a few questions. And then he flew back to New Orleans.
Went right to blackjack.
And then he probably went to the casino right outside the Superdome that I've been to. And then he probably flew to Las Vegas a day after winning a bunch of cash there on the tables. And that would be my assessment. It's going to be a great. The NIT really delivered this year, and I love the fact. Can we talk about that they play? Like, to me, if the Crown was to call me or the CBI was to call me, I would say, if you're going to do this, you got to lean into what makes college basketball great. Hinkle fucking Fieldhouse is an awesome location. If you can't get the Garden, which clearly was great, I like the NIT at the Garden. But if you're not going to be able to get the Garden, the Hinkle Fieldhouse is fantastic for that. Play at a legendary venue or something that honors the fucking history of the sport.
I'm not sure if it was they weren't able to get the Garden. It was probably more of we have to work around the New York Rangers, the New York Knicks,
and probably
And
more
we're not-
expensive.
And we're not making as much of a profit on the NIT events as the Rangers
Before.
and Knicks. So
Well,
that would be my
and
belief.
before the NIT, I think used to be better rated on TV back in the day.
Call me crazy, man. I'm glad that the Crown existed for the NIT to flourish this year.
Yeah,
Like I enjoyed.
from the get-go.
I'm with you. I enjoyed the mid-major on mid-major matchups. Like let the high majors play for the NIL and all that. I like watching these mid-majors get squared up with one another. I hope that they can like do some more non-con scheduling with one another, because they talked about it, whether it's High Point, North Texas, Irvine, Chattanooga, McNeese earlier. These high majors aren't going to play these guys, so like they need to band together and be like, hey, we need to play each other at least, so that our net and can be respectable at the end of the year. It does. That is one of the things I am definitely more for. I heard Mark Pope talk about that. I would love them to add games to the season.
Yeah, I like that too. I
Players-
like going to from 30 to 35, 40. I think would be great.
Yeah, I mean, these guys can play 3 games a week. They're getting paid all this money now. Fucking lace them up and play, and it would be more opportunities to do challenges within leagues. I think it'd be great.
Yeah, I don't understand. I never understood like why 30. It's almost like now that the NFL has gone to 18, I also think like college football, or 17, they're going to go to 18. College football, I'm like, well, why are you still at 12? I know you had like do a couple teams make a playoff or a bowl game, but like, why not? If you're trying to get them prepared for the NFL, well, then go to 14, 15 games. So
The NBA plays like fucking 80.
yeah, Major League Baseball is yeah. Well, I used to think 80 was fine in like the 90s when everyone played, and then now it's like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we had that lockout season. I was like, well, 50 worked. Baseball with 162 is classic too. I mean, shit. And Bieniek, I don't know what your opinion is on this, but like college baseball to me could add another, 10 games or something to me.
It's pinched by the academic calendar.
What's that?
Does that exist?
Huh?
Don't you know?
I like sports. I'm not a fucking dork.
Academics is number 1. Sports number 2.
Well, I'm just saying it's like it's actually serious because July 1 is when it flips. The College World Series is like June 25th this year is like the game 3 of it. So the portal for baseball is even more crazy because they have like 2 weeks to enroll in general for the next fall semester. So there's actually no room to really expand. So I hate to shit on the idea. They actually want to move the season back for northern ball clubs to actually be able to compete, and also more eyes to be on the sport because March Madness kind of takes a lot of the attention away. So yeah, I'm actually not going to agree with you on that one. What I will say though, to bring us back on track, is that Eric Dixon did become the all-time leading scorer for Villanova's basketball program.
Go me, hey Eric! When you come back to Philly, call up Fran, meet up at the Water and Eagle dive in South Philly. He's got a couple gals lined up for you.
Eric Dixon's about as athletic as Fran.
So
just 30 a game. It's incredible.
My initial, just instinct is fade him after this. But I mean, you celebrate in Vegas with a day off, they're going to get lit tonight. However, they didn't play the final 7 minutes of this game. They pulled like 3 of their starters in this one. It was a total non-competitive game.
Yeah. Matola's cracking me up in the chat here. Shout out to Eric Dixon though. Nice 10-year career. It only took you 10 years to beat Kerry Kittles' record or whoever the fuck it was. Probably Mike Nardi, right?
Yeah, it just sucks that we only got to see him in like the tournament once when Jay Wright was coaching.
It is crazy.
God damn, Neptune. How bad were you?
Anyway, sets up for a good rest of the Crown and a good NIT championship, folks. We're going to talk about the Crown in a second here, but I want to tell you before we do that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes. I mean, I feel like I played Eric Dixon almost every game in the regular season. The college basketball edge is unbelievable. You can still catch it for the Final Four, or the Crown, or the NIT championship over at Underdog Fantasy, but also UFL. I hit big on some UFL shit this weekend. They got everything too. I mean, MLB, NBA, NHL, college football, NFL, CFL, MMA, NASCAR, golf, Masters right around the corner. They got all of it at Underdog Fantasy. And I think you can find an edge that you really can't find elsewhere. So sign up. And when you do, use our promo code TCESGPN to claim your special pick plus first time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus credits. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code TCESGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm is your home for AI picks and props. And guess what? Rhythm just went live with their Major League Baseball models. Plus, they got models for NBA and golf and college hoops. So what are you doing? Sign up. Get your free 7-day trial period today at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. All right. We are back. We have 2 games on this damn slideshow. It's an easy slideshow. I remember I was doing 140 fucking games, 150 games a couple weeks ago. 2? Just 2? Boise State is taking on Butler. Butler's laying 6.5. Butler played them, believe it or not, just 2 years ago. Won by 14, 70-56. So Thad 1-0 against Boise in his second tenure in Indianapolis. I know what Telford didn't play, so I'm sure he's not playing this next game for Butler. Boise pretty much, I feel like
he's just been their best player all year.
Well, Butler's still cash for me, sort of, even though my bet voided. But
Mac,
I'm still right, damn it.
Was he on the right side, Mac?
No, Utah should have fucking won. They blew that game. That was rigged. They teed up Eilert for no reason, and it turned around the whole game.
A rigged Crown game where you couldn't even bet on it? All the bets were voided? What are you talking about?
Colby, that's why it wasn't regulated and all the bets got voided.
This is how I knew. When I saw him tee him up, I go, well, this game's fucking rigged. Of course. No. You can bet on it. They're just going to keep your money when you lose. But then if you win, it's void.
Where the fuck were you betting? They didn't do that to me.
They're one of our sponsors, so I will completely.
Fantastic!
They're not anymore, but
yeah,
okay.
They come and go. Yeah,
it was both of us.
That's what fucking she said. Fucking joke. Fucking clowns.
They appear during the biggest times of the year. And then they disappear for the other 8 and 9 months.
I'm all over Butler plus 6.5 here. Who the fuck is Boise be laying 6.5? All right. Give me Butler. Sprinkle the money line. Thad Mata's my guy. All right. I'm already thinking they're gonna make a tournament run next year, Bieniek. Give me Butler plus the points. Sprinkle the money line. Mac, what are you doing here?
I'll take Butler. Too many points for Boise to lay again here. I know they shot the ball really well the other day, but I think this would be a tight game. Thad Mata. He's at the pool right now. He's not at the casino. He's resting.
I can't believe you went back to the same angle after they won by 30.
That's GW though. They're terrible.
Yeah.
And Butler's better though.
This is the Big East. This is the Big East. They got some pride in the Big East.
Pride.
Well, the Napkins got the total at 150. But there hasn't been any defense played, so I don't like that. And I also I picked against Boise State too on the big ass spread. Actually, no, I didn't. What the fuck am I talking about? I didn't buy into your crock of shit. Give me the Broncos again. Let's go.
Make sure
you're gonna blow them out by double digits.
I think tide turning. As I remember, I was raised in the desert, but tides kind of turn. It's easy to see a tide turn.
I was thinking to myself, I didn't win any money on that Boise State game. I lost. No, I just ticket got voided. So
yeah, that was part of the fun, right? You got to gamble on which book you're going to use, right?
Yeah, no shit.
That's very fun. It's just a machine that just spits out losers.
This tournament had a lot of fucking potential. They fucked it up badly.
I went offshore and I've had some fun. Offshore. I'm riding the seas offshore. I'm down there in fucking Barbados.
They ruined the fun when 8 games, half your tournament is played the first 2 days, and you fucked it up.
That was the first time.
There's 15 games total, 8 of them on day 1 and day 2, and
they should have put us in charge.
And the futures. I have a great future on Cincy.
Oh, that shit's voided. You're done.
Yeah.
You can say goodbye, Bieniek. That ain't
I have a 1 in 16 chance of a team winning, and if they do win, I just get my money back. No money extra. But if they lose, they keep my money. So
bummer. I mean, that happens.
Not
no,
really.
It doesn't.
Not really. Not really.
You haven't bet on enough Korean baseball.
I did.
I mean, I've had some shady stuff happen in the Korean baseball fronts where I was like, wait a second, I hit this. And it's like, no, it's voided. Why is it voided? There's no definition of why it was voided, but it was voided.
Hey, a lot of people are asking, I guess some states did not void. The tournament was not regulated. So that's why all the legal books, now you can always go offshore if you really want.
Or in person.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But those asking why some of them were voided, some were not. It depended on your state. So that's the answer to that.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's the first time them doing it. They have a 3-year contract. So next year, you better believe. I don't know that I want them regulated. It's something about sounding regulated just sounds shitty to me. I like being unregulated.
I prefer this tournament the way it is. That way the NIT is fire.
Yeah. Yeah, me too, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I like going offshore sometimes for some illegal activity.
Well, hey, all I'm saying is if you got to get dirty and go offshore, just tell me from the beginning. Don't change the rules.
Well, now we know. Now we know. Next year, we're just keying in offshore.
Yeah. My bookie, code TCE SGPN.
Yeah.
Also, use code SGPN10. SeatGeek. TCE trims are brought to you by SeatGeek.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Let's talk about that for a second because, like, if you're in Vegas, what do you got going on? You're gonna go fucking see another Blue Man Group show or something? You're sick of the old events. You know what I mean? You're sick of all that shit. They got that eyeball, all that shit coming in there. Right? Why not go out and see the Crown? It's a brand new thing. You can be a part of it. All right. There's nothing like being part of something brand new. You know what I mean? Like that's a thing. It's a thing in life. You should try to seek out being part of that, ahead of the curve. And if you're in Indiana, why would you not go to Hinkle Fieldhouse and see a legendary venue? Or if you're in San Antonio, why not get drunk and watch the Final Four? Just get good seats. Pay up for your seats there. But SeatGeek's the best when it comes to, the ticket market. Like you're not going to find a cheaper ticket and a more user-friendly app or website than SeatGeek, which is, I want to give them a shout out. With over 28 million downloads, SeatGeek's the number 1 rated ticketing app. There are more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports, festivals, and much, much more. And we're coming through for you. Bieniek mentioned it. SGPN 10 for 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. Once again, that's 10% off any tickets with the promo code SGPN 10. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later. All right, we are back, and we got one more game. The Cornhuskers of Nebraska in Vegas taking on these Georgetown Hoyas. Clark, big Georgetown fan, he's got no idea who's playing. Jaden Epps, game time decision.
Sorber missed, PV missed, Epps missed, Fielders in the portal.
Which is why I like them plus 7.5. Everyone's going to be on Nebraska. I wish I had a deeper analysis. Give me the points. I just think Nebraska wins by 4 or 5. It's too many points. It's too many points. Ed Cooley's a good coach.
Can Georgetown keep Bryce Williams from putting up 30?
No.
I like the Huskers.
He'll put up 30.
Coley's post-game speech or post-game interview after the game the other day. You would have thought they won the fucking Big East with how he was going in detail about how big a warrior Malik Mack is. Late with Nebraska. Mack is sick, and he's in Vegas. He ain't getting any healthier out there. Once you're sick in Vegas, then you're fucked.
That's true.
Also,
they got those IVs though.
Yeah, until he goes to that fucking casino and he breathes that fucking air. He's like, oh, fuck. Yeah, he's done. Nebraska, lay it.
Also, for what it's worth, it's accounting for those missing players of Georgetown, but the napkins at 149 on the total, so a little bit under. And also Georgetown favored by 1. So
that's what I'm talking about, that value. Load up on these Hoyas. Let's go, Clark.
Hey, shout out to Arizona State the other night, Colby. You weren't here for the recap. They led the entire game and still did not cover.
I saw it. I watched it and I go, you motherfuckers, or
how much is your 4 of your 5 starters worth? How many points? Like, do we know how that's worth?
It really is unbelievable. They've done that the entire fucking year. Folks, that's our show. Lock out of the 2. I feel better about Butler in the points, to be honest. But Mac, which one do you feel better about?
I think Nebraska didn't play well the other night, and they still won by 7 or 8. I think they actually make some shots. I think Bryce Williams wants to get paid. Give me Nebraska. Lay it.
Bieniek?
I'm on both favorites. Call me chalky, but yeah.
All right. I mean, all right. Tulane's only down 12. We can hit this. Folks, that's our show. Bieniek's on Twitter at NoahB77_. Check out the college baseball experience and the Frozen 4 episode we're about to do. Moneyline Mac's on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. Check out the Ryan and Rush show. I'm on Twitter at TheColbyD. Check out the college football experience. Just dropped several episodes over the past couple of days regarding coaches, vacancies, coaching hirings. We got 2 episodes planned for this week too. So hitting the ground heavy there. Check out the sports gambling. What's up?
Mac Portal. We're going to call him Mac Portal for the month of April. Mac Portal is getting to work.
Oh yeah. Mac Portal. Let's go. Check out the Sports Gambling Podcast. They're coming up next. Talking more Crown action. This is the college basketball experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
Yeah, it's got me thinking about the good shit. The minute that I seen you grill again, it made me good trip. Good dog to mind back like dog will wind that. Man, I didn't get mad when you near me, hit me can back. But the comings on was strong. Now my shit's coming along, you know the song. The truth is I'm pretty much on 5 again. It's heating up for real, I'm alive again. And that's the attraction factor. Vancouver, Michigan with my rap disaster. Yeah, you know you want it, how you want it. No need to trip, cause I got it, doggone it. It's all yours and the extras too. All the super music and the sex for who? Just get it straight, cause he caught me in a good mood. Let me demonstrate what this time of year could do.